Y'all know what it is. TV Ketchup, son. The first one here is Tetris. That's what we're doing. The year is 1988. My main man, Hank Rogers. Y'all know Hank Rogers? Well, you do now if you don't. He gets Tetrisized, and we've all been there, where it kind of just takes over your whole thinking, your whole soul, your being, your essence, takes it over. And so we've been there, like I said, and he's so taken in by this game that he joins forces with the Soviet Union. Remember, it's 1988, people. And
this is the way to go.
He's trying to bring this type of, this game, Tetris, into reality. And that sounds crazy, but he's able to do it, pull it off with the power of Soviet Union. And it's a great ally for him to do all this kind of stuff. So he gets all these kind of construction teams, and he mass produces colored shapes, all these blocks in the sky, right? And he starts tossing them down at the people. And many people died. And these giant blocks, people, the size of buildings, okay? The size of skyscrapers, some of them. They're shaping the blocks of Tetris. That's what I'm talking about. And they're dropping on people. Y'all know what I'm saying? People died. A lot of people died. And Hank then realized, after seeing all this death, that Tetris needs some sort of warning billboard. It's not for kids. It's too real. But before he could issue this command, and he was on top of the building, and he was trying to direct people to make this billboard. But before that could happen, the cops gunned him down. And then he fell off the building. Splat! But he was still kind of alive for a few seconds, long enough to say, Tetris, I love you. And then he died. That was it. There's no way for this movie not to be silly. I'll be honest with you. It's a movie about Tetris. There's no way for it not to be. But it's not bad. It's not a bad film, so I'm going to give it grade flan. Y'all know the grades, people. It's the worst grade, General Awards, then flan, then Kristen Stewart, because she goes both ways, and then Obama, and then perfection is Purple Rain. So I'm giving this flan.
Get the cap off, you know what I mean?
Our next movie here is called Paint. And this is starring Owen Wilson. It's a simple movie about this Bob Ross wannabe, and he uses his paint skills to bang old, lonely women. It's truly inspirational, I found it. And paintings aren't for everybody, though. And neither is Owen Wilson doing his Bob Ross thing. But he's doing his thing, though. He's getting around with that paintbrush, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. It's paintbrush. His penis. Yeah, I'm giving it a grade Kristen Stewart. It's not for everybody, but it worked for me. What else do we have here? What else do we have here, people? Air is the next movie we have here. This is pretty much some old favorite white dudes of ours want to make money off the talents of one of our favorite black people of all time, Michael Jordan. Classic American tale, if you ask me. Would have been better if Michael Jordan were in it. Maybe posing as his younger self, I think, would be fun. I'm not talking about any of that CGI stuff to make him look younger, and I'm talking about any makeup tricks or anything like that. None of that stuff. No hocus pocus, no voodoo. Just Michael Jordan, his age currently now, acting like he's younger. That's all. I feel like it would have made the movie better. But I'm still going to give it Barack Obama. It's a good movie. I like it. Solid. And I'm going to nominate it for a Prophet. Yes, I am, people. Next joint we have here is Rennervations, people. Rennervations. Only 3 episodes in so far. You can find it on Disney Plus.
Ain't steak sauce, like steak sauce.
I need to give me some coffee. I'm gotta wake myself up sometimes. We talk about renovations.
Renovation.
That's good. So yes, Rennervations. This is Jeremy Renner. 3 episodes, I think, is enough for me to review the whole friggin' thing, right? I think it is. Pretty much everybody loves Jeremy Renner. Even more so now that he survived the snowplow. I know I do, people. As well they should. He's friggin' awesome. If you read his story and stuff that, he does heroic stuff all the time. This man is the shit. I'm trying to compare him to Hank Rogers of Tetris. I'm going to say Jeremy Renner is cooler than Hank Rogers from Tetris. That's a big say from me. That's a big say. I have a newfound respect. I have a newfound I have a newfound tolerance for his character, Hawkeye. How about that? Love me some Jeremy Renner. Hawkeye, newfound tolerance. In this show here, Jeremy Renner has a passion for giving back to the community, as well as a passion for chaos. So he combines those two things that he loves with his Avenger pals like Chris Hemsworth and Anthony Mackie. So he's got Hemsworth, one of these things, and he's got killer sharks into the community. It's pretty much him and Thor are taking killer sharks and tossing them into pools in the community. He just tossed it in giant killer sharks. He's like, blessed, be blessed, blessings, blessings. Toss them in pools. And people don't always know that they're in there, but they find out once they get into the pool. And then, Jeremy Renner and Hemsworth have a good laugh. It's good fun. There's another episode, we got Anthony Mackie up in here, and they're building creative centers. And there's too many trees around for these creative centers. Too many trees and woodland creatures are in the way. So you got my man Jeremy Renner gets his Hawkeye gear, shoots a bunch of explosive arrows, blowing up some trees. You got Anthony Mackie shooting them some laser stuff. They had all kinds of fun blowing up trees. And then they bring the fire department in and they cool everything down with all the water and all that kind of stuff. And then it's totally clear now for a creative center. It's good fun for what they're building. And then, every now and then, Jeremy Renner says to himself, it's too much of a sausage fest going on around here, so I got to get somebody like Vanessa Hudgens. She's up in here. And what he does with her is they're traveling through the neighborhood. And
way to go. Like Ketchup.
Pretty much, I'm trying to think what they built like a bus, kind of, and there's a bunch of singing and pretty much a traveling show for Vanessa Hudgens to sing. And if there's singing involved, Jeremy Renner's got to sing. He's a big karaoke nut. So Vanessa Hudgens singing and Jeremy Renner singing, and it's great. It's great if you're a fan of both of them and a fan of Hudgens' music. Jeremy Renner don't have no music, does he? But it's great for them if you're tolerant like that. But awful, I guess, if you hate Vanessa Hudgens' music. She's just coming around. She's just kind of pushing her music upon you, and Jeremy Renner jumping in. But he's got a great voice. You know what I'm saying? I actually think sometimes his voice is better than Vanessa Hudgens. That's just me. It's good, solid fun in the community, people, as well as chaos. I love this show. I love it. Rennervations, Purple Rain. There you go. We have next up here, people, we've got The Pope's Exorcist.
Rennervations.
This is Russell Crowe.
Struggling to get the cap off, you know what I mean?
Russell Crowe truly hates evil. Hates it.
Like Ketchup.
The church wasn't really getting the job done in Russell Crowe's eyes. And most of our eyes, right? But to be fair, the church is kind of busy with scandals. Not a lot of time, to attack evil. So Russell Crowe, he takes matters into his own hands. And he's like, the Pope, I got this. I'm gonna handle all this evil for you. I need to get real drunk first, though. So he gets real drunk, and he soaks his hands in holy water. And he starts punching everybody. Plow! Taking out some demons. Plow! Taking out some human beings. Plow! Taking out some gremlins. Plow! Plow! He gets more and more drunk. Plow! Plow! Punching everybody in the spirit world. Plow! Plow! Even people not in the spirit world. Plow! Punching fairies. Plow! Punching sea creatures. Plow! More demons. Plow! Some kids, but they deserved it. Look, this ain't for everybody. There's a lot of punching. But he's increased my passion against evil. So I got to give it a grade, Barack Obama. People, we got beef. We got beef. That's right.
Get the cap off, you know what I mean?
This is Ali Wong and Steven Yeun. And it was described to me before I started watching it. You can find this on Netflix, by the way, as a comedy. And it's not quite a comedy, but there's comical parts in it. Is it a drama? Kinda. Is it artsy? Yeah, kinda. It's hard to describe, but it's all pretty much starts with road rage, and that equals to beef, people. Yeah. Then this beef, this road rage between Ali Wong and Steve Yeun's character, it escalates to the point of destroying each other's lives. That's real, people. That happens. I can see. I know some of y'all have road rage out there. You think about following people and punching them and stuff like that and escalating things. You shouldn't do that, but they did it. And look, like I said, comedy, drama, artsy, you'd be right in saying all those type of stuff. You'd be right in saying that this is really, it starts with the road rage, but that's why it's hard to describe what type of show this is. I love this show, by the way. I just still don't know how to describe it. It's
I like barbecue sauce.
It does start with road rage, but it's also about family. There's a lot of jealousy going on that fuels a lot of bad behaviors, a lot of insecurity between both of these characters, between like where they're placed in life, they're placed with their family, how they view themselves, a lot of shame being dealt with here, a lot of different types of Asian cultures and how they interact with one another, a lot of psychology and philosophy going on. There's a lot of layers to this show. I wasn't expecting all that. Like I said, my friend who told me about it described it as a comedy, and I wouldn't describe it as a comedy. It has, you know what? It has the tone of, I would say, Better Call Saul, where you got comedy in there, but there's a lot of serious stuff going on. And that's kind of what Beef is. It's a little more artsy than Better Call Saul, but I really like this. I was kind of a casual fan of Ali Wong. I'm a big fan of hers now. This showed great range from her. I haven't seen anything with her showing this type of range before. Like I said, there's some really serious parts in here.
I like barbecue.
Stephen Yeun, I'm even more of a fan of this guy now. So, I mean, I gotta say, people, this is one of the best shows of the year.
Good.
I know it's early still in the year, but I guarantee you, by the end of this year, this is gonna be in the mix for best show of the year. Crazy, but true. Beef. Check it out. Great Purple Rain. And lastly, people, we have Love is Blind.
Renovations.
This is, who is it? How you say her name? Giannina and Nick Lachey. They're making love connections. And
I like barbecue.
have you ever said to yourself, I'd date that person if they weren't so ugly?
Steak sauce on my sushi.
You have, haven't you? You have, haven't you? You judgmental, shallow, arrogant piece of shit. Okay, that's what they think of you. I ain't saying that. That's what they think of you. I kind of think it too, but that's what they think of you, people. Those, you know, Giannini and Nick Lachey. All right, and maybe they're God.
Renovations.
They bully scum like you into giving people whom you would never be attracted to in real life. We can give them a chance online, any of these dating apps. We can give them a chance. And they kind of bully them into dating them, even if they're already in relationships with people. You know, some of these people are already married, kids. And, you know, because you people like you think you're better than others. All right, that's your problem. You think you're better than everybody. But Giannini and Nick Lachey, they bully that out of you. Give you to try some other people, even if you're married with kids. You know, you think you're too good to have an affair with somebody else just because you're not attracted to them. What's that? You're not attracted to them. That's some BS right there. All right. So I think these are heroes. I'm gonna give them a hand clap. Giannini and Nick Lachey, heroes. Now, a lot of laughs here, a lot of self-discovery, perhaps even God's work. All right. A bit forceful though, for my taste. Just a bit. It's a bit forceful. Again, people, those weren't my words. It's just the words of Giannini and Nick Lachey. Not for everybody, but I liked it. I'm giving Love is Blind, Great Obama.
Renovations.
Yes. And we have caught up.
I'm struggling to get
Yes.
the apple, you know what I mean? Behinds is the way to go.